Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher. She will show you how.
Hello students and welcome to class. These are the flyers that I got delivered to my house. Flyers that I never wanted. They came in this bag, even though I have a giant sign on my front door that says no junk mail. And I've talked to the people over and over and they kept bringing them. Finally last year, or maybe no, actually it was probably 2 years ago, I said to the people, I phoned them up and I said, if you keep bringing me your crap, which is garbage, I will bring all of my garbage and dump it on the front step of your company. How would you like that? And they said, well, we wouldn't like that. I said, then why do you bring me your garbage? I don't want any of this. First of all, it's a plastic bag, and then it's got this stuff inside. What do I do? Just put this all directly in the recycling? I don't want it. Anyway, it was great. I wasn't getting it for quite a few years, but now I don't know if they have a new delivery person or what. Suddenly I got this. So I thought to myself, well, maybe things have changed. Maybe the world is a little more vegan. So let's look at what we have here on the front pages of all of these different flyers here. So here, the first thing we have is Canadian Tire, which sells kind of like all different appliances and stuff like that. Then we have a major grocery store, another major grocery store, another major grocery store, another major grocery store, and a store called Michael's. And Michael's basically deals with different craft supplies and so on. So the first thing I notice on the front is that there's these fake trees here. I don't know about fake trees. Why do we need a fake tree? Why do we need all this plastic in our house? There's trees outside. Just put some lovely lights outside. Why do you need a tree inside? I don't get it. Anyway, on the back, wool. If this isn't wool and it's polyester or acrylic or nylon, that's okay. But wool, no, don't buy wool. Wool is taken from sheep who don't want to give it away, who never wanted to be bred into existence to have extra wool to begin with. Humans are horrible. They genetically modified the sheep by forcefully impregnating them in ways that they were not meant to by nature, so that every year they would get more and more and more wool. That's not right. Leave animals alone. It's okay if you want to do some crafts, but do it with something else, not the body parts of innocent sheep. Stop breeding sheep into existence in the first place. Now over here, sadly, we have right away the dead body of some chickens who didn't want to die. Chickens are some of the most abused animals on the planet. They cut their heads off after a lifetime of misery. They're usually only about 7 weeks old. And then they put them in a styrofoam tray. Why? When there are so many other things to eat in the grocery store. Don't buy chicken. Look at this. It says filet du porc. That means pork. That means a 6-month-old baby pig who died begging for her life, just screaming in terror. Sometimes they're put in gas chambers, which is the same as what they did with the Nazis did that to the Jews in World War II. It's terrible. Don't buy dead pigs. Don't buy dead chickens. Don't buy them alive or dead. What about this? This is beef. Beef is a cow. Imagine a cow in your mind right now. A big, beautiful cow with big eyes, so sweet. Except they're tortured their entire lives, kept in these farms where they aren't able to have real grass, and then they're murdered at the end. No matter how we take care of the animals, it's still wrong to use them as commodities. Animals are not objects for us to use. Cheese, oh no, this isn't vegan. This also comes from the cycle of violence, where the males are masturbated and forced to give up their sperm. It is then inserted into the female against her will. Both of these are sexual exploitation, violence, sexual assault. Then her babies are stolen, taken away from her. That's kidnapping. And if they're boys, because they'll never be able to give milk, their throats are slit. They are terrified, taken away from their moms, and the moms are crying and the babies are crying. Imagine cutting a baby cow's throat and then ripping off his skin and stealing the milk that belongs to him. Humans are horrible. But look, something vegan. Fruits and vegetables. That's what you're looking for in the grocery store. Okay? Okay.
Call vegan. This is an animal who didn't want to die. This is vegan food, you should give it a try. This was someone's baby that should make you cry. This is vegan food, it should make you smile. It's something you should buy.
Now we look at the next flyer. What do we have? More dead animals here. This is someone's flesh. I just can't understand how people eat animals. It starts off by your parents giving them to you when you don't even know what's going on. You open your mouth and you say, ah, and you want some food. But you don't know it's dead animals. That's your parents' fault. They raped your palate. They forced a dead animal in there without asking for your consent. They didn't say, hey, would you like to eat a dead animal? Or would you like to eat anything else? Something healthy, fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds. It's awful. It should be illegal to give children any form of animal products until they're 18 and let them decide by themselves then if they want to be part of the cycle of violence. And hopefully by then they will have learned that you can live a happy life without murdering anyone.
La 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 la. Oh my God, it's vegan lasagna. La 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 la. Oh my God, it's vegan lasagna.
Onions, vegan. Good, beets, that's vegan. And it looks like potatoes in the back there. Great, that's vegan. No, not vegan. Stuffed turkey. Get the vegan version. Get tofurkey instead. Yes, these are vegan. Look how delicious. Yummy, wonderful. Spinach. Take a ton of spinach and put it in your smoothie. I mean a lot. People sometimes think if they just take a small handful, that's enough. No way. You gotta pack that stuff into your smoothie. You don't even taste it actually because you add all kinds of other delicious things like bananas and fruit. What do we have here? Oh, good. Leek. Yeah, that also tastes delicious in a soup. Buy that. That's vegan. Some chips are vegan and some aren't. You have to read the label. Look at the way bottom of the label, and if it says milk, don't buy them. Only buy the kind that are vegan without milk or eggs.
Check the label, check the label, check the label. If it's vegan, it's okay. Check the label, check the label. If it's vegan, the animals will say, hooray!
And this is vegan and this is vegan. I'm pretty sure I never drink this stuff. It's not good for you. It's just a bunch of sugar and crap. Don't drink that. And you don't need to buy water from a bottle. Why waste so much plastic? You might be thinking to yourself, well, I just recycle the bottles. But often they don't recycle everything because there's just too much of it. And it ends up in a giant hole in the ground. What's this? Rice. Rice is vegan. Good. What's this? Chocolate granola. Well, chocolate is vegan as long as you don't add any milk to it. But the rest of it, I don't know. You'd have to check the ingredients. Sometimes they use honey, and honey is not vegan. And this fruit oolong, I don't know if that's vegan or not. It might have gelatin in it. You have to check. Gelatin is not vegan. It comes from grinding up the tendons of innocent animals who never wanted to die, like pigs and cows. What's this? Strawberry spread. That's vegan, but this is not vegan because it usually contains milk, but you can make your own by just taking some cocoa powder or some chocolate without any milk in it and mixing that up with some soy milk and some hazelnuts. Make your own. Make it vegan. Asparagus. That's vegan. Go and buy that. Nah, spinach. Yes, we saw that already. And this, peppers. Yummy. And tomatoes. Those are vegan. What's this? Capers and sauce. Well, you have to check the ingredients to see if everything is vegan or not. This is definitely not vegan, but they do have a vegan version of this. This particular one isn't, but there are drumsticks that are vegan. This is not vegan. Don't buy this kind of ice cream. Get vegan ice cream, dairy-free ice cream. All right, now we're getting into some good stuff. Look at all these colors. Eat the rainbow, eat the rainbow, eat the rainbow. Look at all these beautiful things. Eat these. And there you go. All kinds of vegan foods. Veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds. Put those in your shopping cart. Peace begins on your plate, so open up your heart. Look, here's some butternut squash that's frozen. And here's some pumpkins. That's great. All right. Oh, look at this. All of these different types of fruits. Get every color. Get all of them. Get some pineapple. Yum. Oh, look at this. All kinds of delicious stuff. Melons and cantaloupe and avocado. Avocado is, of course, delicious. You can squish it up and put it on some toast. And here we have, what is this? These are beans, green beans. Eat those too. And we have some cucumber. Unfortunately, they're selling them in a styrofoam. That's not too great. It's better if they just have them plain and you don't have to waste the styrofoam. More grapes. Wonderful. Tomatoes. Great. Wonderful. Oh, pomegranates. Yum. All right. So, and of course over here, no, this is all the violence. Violence. Awful. Terrible. Sausages. No, those aren't vegan. Oh my God. A dead pig. Awful. Don't eat ham. Only get the vegan versions of these things. This is terrible. Poor chickens. All their legs cut off. Think of it when you have chicken wings. How many dead animals are you part of? This is just terrible. It's from the beginning to the end. Fish. Fish belong inside the water. Fish belong inside the water. Why would you want to change their fate? Fish belong inside the water. Be vegan so they don't end up on your plate. Fish don't belong outside of the water, they belong inside. Don't put a hook in anyone's mouth and drag them out. How would you like it if someone put a hook in your mouth and dragged you underwater to die? It's awful. Well, guys, you can see there's all kinds of stuff that's not vegan. These pastries aren't vegan. I know they aren't. They are made with either egg or with milk, but you can start to ask for vegan versions. And every time you ask for vegan versions, it gives the store the idea that that's what you want. I don't understand why they don't make all carrot cake and all pastries vegan. That way everyone can eat them. Pizza can be vegan, but this one isn't. You gotta look for the vegan versions of things.
La 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 la. Oh my God, it's vegan pizza. La 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 la. Oh my God, it's vegan pizza. Yeah.
No, this kind of cheese is not vegan. Do we see any vegan cheese here? What a shame. I know they sell it in most stores, so be persistent. Don't give up. But don't buy any of these things. None of these things.
Vegan cheese, vegan cheese, vegan cheese is tasty. Vegan cheese, vegan cheese, vegan cheese is cruelty free. Go to YouTube and Google dairy is scary. Stop stealing milk from baby cows. Be vegan and make the animals happy.
If you ever think you want milk, just picture that you had no cup and you had to go and get the milk yourself. Would you be willing to do this? What else do we have here? More dead bodies. How awful. But mustard is vegan, at least. Mustard is vegan, and so are pickles or sauerkraut. That's vegan. This is more death. Don't buy that. Don't buy this. Don't buy any of these. Try to find the vegan versions if you want to be a good person. Don't hurt anyone. More mustard, that's vegan. And tomato sauce is vegan. That's good. What are we gonna do? And, oh, vegan mayo. Look at that. Get the vegan version. It is absolutely delicious. Why hurt anyone if you don't have to? And, ta-da! Vegan meats. If you see these in the frozen section, these taste just like meat, but you don't have to harm anybody. They're cruelty-free. Beefless ground beef, and this is a type of chicken. You can get them in the frozen food section, and you can mix them up with other veggies, fry them up, and there you go. Wonderful. Unfortunately, Doritos are not always vegan. Some are. I think there's one flavor that is, but I can't remember which one because I don't really eat a lot of junk food. Don't buy this. This is not vegan cheese. When it comes to any kind of crackers or things like that, read the label. This, no. Beer, like I said, you can go and find it on an app called Barnivore. Never buy eggs. They come from a cycle of violence. Baby boy chicks in the industry are murdered at just 1 day old, ground up into 1,000,000 pieces, even though they never did a single thing wrong in their life. But why? Because they won't be able to lay eggs. So they're deemed useless. Silk milk. Now silk, like the type of material that people use to make ties and things like that in pajamas, that's not vegan. But this kind of milk is vegan. Silk milk is a vegan brand, so you can get that. This one, no.
Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher. She will show you how.
Anytime you see anything like whole oats, I'm trying to see if there's actual whole oats here. I don't see them. This is oatmeal. It's probably vegan, but again, you got to check. You never know what they're going to sneak in there. Don't get yogurt unless it's vegan. And these are not vegan. Don't get that. They have eggs in them. Coffee is vegan as long as you make it with soy milk. What else do we have here? Don't get any of these, and this is a lie. See, they put a cow on there looking like it's outside. That's not the way it is. Cows are terribly treated, and they don't want you to steal their milk. We need to stop breeding cows into existence to begin with. Cows should be phased out. Well, we have here this ice cream, Ben & Jerry's, which is sad because this particular one, you see on the lid there, it doesn't say non-dairy, but they do have non-dairy brands. So why don't they only make that? That way everyone can eat it. Here we have frozen peas. Those are vegan. And peas and corn and carrots, that's vegan. That's great. Wonderful. Anything else here? Well, we're still on the first flyer. Okay, don't buy this Cheese Whiz stuff or this Velveeta. I mean, it's just like pretty much chemicals. It's just garbage. Don't serve this to your kids ever. What about cereals? Most cereals, well, it really depends if they're vegan or not. You have to check the label. Like I said, it depends. Unfortunately, M&Ms aren't vegan because they put milk in them. Although inside, some of them are peanuts. That part's good, but unfortunately, all of these candies, I used to eat all of these. I haven't eaten them in years. What else do we have here? Peas in a can, that's good. Only 99 cents. People who say that vegan food is expensive, that's not true. It depends what you buy. Well, that's it. That's our one flyer. We only made it through one so far. So I don't think I'm going to go through the other ones. Maybe I'll do so in another day. But I'll just show you here. We have this store that sells just stuff. I want to encourage you as humans on the planet to think about sharing tools with neighbors. Most people buy these kind of tools and use them just like a few times in their life. They don't use them that often. It would be great if we had sort of a library where you can just borrow one of these, or just, you can rent tools. That way you don't clutter up your house. And everybody can use the same tool for a long time. What else do we have here? What is this? Oh, this thing is a leaf blower. This is a useless item. Absolutely useless. First of all, why don't you just leave the leaves where they are? Leave them on the grass, like in the forest. The floor of a forest is filled with leaves, and they just turn back into the earth. It's wonderful. Would you ever go in the middle of a forest and think, oh, I should start raking here? No. Don't blow leaves away like this. If you absolutely want to move your leaves, then use a handheld rake. That way you can get some exercise. It makes a large amount of noise. On a Saturday morning, you hear all kinds of noise going on, and these people are just blowing their leaves everywhere. It should be illegal. I don't know if there's anything else here, vegan or not vegan. It just looks like a bunch of just kitchenware and things like that. Just make sure if you do get a chair that it's not leather. Just make sure you look for that. Well, guys, that's it for today. Oh, and boots too. If you buy boots, don't get leather boots. And don't buy a crap that you don't need. Hockey equipment, make sure it's not leather as well. Don't buy anything that's leather, because leather is the skin of an animal, and the animals do not deserve to die just so your kid can play hockey. If you buy a coat, make sure it's vegan. I don't know what this is, what it says there, but it should be no animal products in there. Thanks everyone for being here. I hope you learned a little bit. Here's a chicken that I bought for $2 at a secondhand store. I like this chicken because she reminds me that we shouldn't hurt anyone. Don't hurt animals. Chickens, hens, roosters. Be kind. Be vegan from now on.
Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's help her save every chicken, pig, and cow. Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's put our empathy into action. Miss KADIE will show us how.